Hey there, Colin Dart, Mile High Modern, checking in late September with some August numbers, but more importantly, some more broad stroke trends that I'm experiencing in the market as we enter into the fourth quarter of 2023. Things to note, interest rates are high, and that's affecting the market in a tremendous amount of ways. And I think what I want to highlight is the actual positive attributes of what this is bringing to certain types of transactions. Now, in a past video recently, I was speaking about transactions that should be happening that aren't happening. And this is what I want to dive into a little bit further is the market trends are illustrating that appreciation is still occurring. So our market is strong. I anticipate prices to hold and build a new baseline at the end of this year. We will see prices retract as we do seasonally into the fourth quarter. And then we'll have our baseline at the end of December to start our growth, our expansion phase in January, February, March, April, May, June, July of 2024. So the market, the dynamics right now, I think the important thing to consider are what types of transactions should be happening right now. And of course, there's people that need to sell. There's always going to be sellers that have to sell. The structure of these sales needs to be, and this is no different than what I would do in any market, but it needs to be really focused. There needs to be, and when I say focused, I mean well prepared, extremely expertly marketed, priced competitively, and it needs to be showing in its most highest form, the home. And this is why I have clients taking photos now. We're going to take photos now through fall, depending on how your home shows and the exteriors, and with anticipation of listing in January, February, March, April, before the exterior foliage starts coming into play. The type of transactions that should be happening right now are specifically if you're a buyer and you're ready and interest rates aren't scaring you, or more importantly, if you're seeing opportunity in the market to negotiate interest rates, which I had a closing 2 weeks ago that closed at a permanent interest rate of 4.99, and this is with the seller buy down. 4.99 is an interest rate that I don't know if we're going to see at least as a par rate at any point in the next 2 to 3 years. So this is an opportune time to identify sellers that are willing to negotiate, that are willing to put you in a place, a better place, in fact, that what you may experience at some point next year. I have so many pent up demand buyers right now, probably 24 buyers that are sitting and waiting and wanting to do something next year, and conversely also a tremendous amount of sales inventory. So it's going to be interesting to see how the spring plays out in 2024. The other type of transaction that I want to dive into that I think is the most advantageous time to consider executing is a contingent offer. So to sell and then turn around and buy a home. In the past 10 years, and certainly during my career of the past 8, contingent offers were very rare and in many years impossible to sell, impossible to present, and actually have them be accepted. Now, sellers are willing to take contingent offers. This is enabling individuals, couples, families, any sort of homeowner to be able to move up with relative confidence that they will not purchase their replacement home until their current home sells. This is a great way to really take on a minimal amount of risk and be able to shop around in a market that is not moving as quickly as most likely will be in the next spring time, because it always moves quickly then. So if you're contingent and you want to move up and you want to capitalize on buy-side ability to negotiate, you want to capitalize on the fact that you're not going to take on a tremendous amount of risk and be able to take your time and shopping, this is a good time to consider getting out into the market. Nobody has a crystal ball. Nobody knows what 2024 will bring. Interest rates could remain high. We could remain in a similar situation than we are now with lower appreciation, lower transaction volume, but lower inventory as well, which makes pretty much every type of transaction more difficult when we don't have a lot of product to work with. So all considerations, hopefully helpful. We have in this body of this email, of course, you have a lot of specific stats to August. Market is still appreciating. Days on market are increasing. new listings are going down. We will see that trend continue through the end of the year. And keep in mind, with new listings going down, but days on market increasing, we're gonna have a longer time for this absorption of inventory to happen. These are different factors or different types of trends that are starting to normalize our market. When we normalize, the key again is to understand the market is nuanced, it's going to be complicated, and it's going to be hyper local. So be an expert in your area of interest. Reach out to your favorite agent so that you can understand what that means, because I assure you there are opportunities in every market and there are people capitalizing on it right now. And to that, I will leave you for next time. Take care. Ciao.